Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to WSJP, where St. Joseph's Prep JV will be taking on Cardinal Gibbons JV. We come on the air a little bit late due to some broadcasting issues, but the Prep just come on with an interception, and now they will start off here on the Cardinal Gibbons 47-yard line. Max Rogers starting at quarterback today for the St. Joseph's Prep Hawks, and I'm here with Dom Schulk for today's game. Dom, how we doing?
I'm doing well right now. It's beautiful weather outside here at Cardinal Gibbons. Oh, one thing to mention, the man with the interception earlier was sophomore defensive back Tajon Hamilton.
Incredible by him. Just a great way to find the football on a 10-yard carry there by Caden Diobley. And now the Prep moving chains here early on Cardinal Gibbons.
And they look out to the left side. You see Hulking Victor as always 6'5", all on the left side.
And they're on straight. And now here's a pass. Down and get down the board. Great play there for Max Rogers.
Yeah, but going two thumbs up.
And first Prep looking to early into the Obley. Try to run and it's there. Oh, see, try here.
Oh, yeah, from him. Jalen Joe come up and comes back.
But it probably fell out.
He had his
It's like 5 bulls coming the odds.
101. We also put that. Off should
is the damage football, and Boston's coming for Coach Henderson spot. And now for down here, and if you're Dioli and he's holding it down the 5-yard line. And
Dobley.
Okay. And now it's Prep here on the quarter ball. You had to think they were going to go for.
Yeah, that would, I mean, worst case scenario, Cardinal Gibbons couldn't really get anything on offense. It's in their own territory.
Exactly, I'm correct on that one, and then we'll see if the Hawks get into the zone here early in this game. 6:35 remaining first quarter. Just keep you all up and now. Rogers takes a nap, goes to the end zone, and goes a bit over his head, incomplete.
There's nothing more obvious than throwing a fade route to Ezouk on the goal line, but just a little high over his head and can't seem to get his hand on it.
And the Prep
bit out of the catch radius.
And the Prep not able to convert with the turnover. Quick break on WSP.
Well,
can't score.
It'll get immediately out. Yeah, I don't trust that. Not to be spit. I was just gonna say, by the way, with the number 2 out there, wide out for that whole drive.
That's not Samoshel.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Got it.
Would we happen to know who for his jersey?
Okay.
All
right.
I mean, Najee Wells. I feel like
no, he's wearing his jersey. He's near 82.
Okay.
Okay, Camp, you gotta zoom out, dude, because
yeah.
Then pick up the camera a little bit. 32. Back at on WSP, where the Hawks not able to score on the last drive, but able to pin Cardinal Gibbons into their tour.
Get it to their own 5-yard line.
6:21 remaining. Here's a handoff and a stop.
Blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
And is that a safety? No.
Tossed into the end zone after.
In at the 1-yard line.
Forward progress will prevent the safety. Now, though, sets up the Prep JV defense in a great situation. Possibly pull off a safety.
Vern and Travis Roberts back there to make the stop. And now the second and, say, around 13 for Cardinal Gibbons.
See Winterborn, Pausano out there as linebackers.
And it's going to be a full start. Cardinal is jumping. Looked like Vernon jumped a little bit, but I don't think he jumped over the line. Looks to be a false start. We'll see if the official set.
Yeah.
And it is going to be a false start on Cardinal Gibbons, so it's going to just move them back even further.
Safety watch is very real right now.
Definitely, and it just moves them back to the 2-yard line, so it doesn't really, they don't really go anywhere. But it's certainly not something you want to see early in this game. 5:38 remaining in the first quarter, still 0-0. And now it's gonna be a safety. St. Joe's Prep take the lead 2-0.
Yeah. About 20 Hawks on top. I saw Aiden Vernon pop out of that pile first. Saw Traven Roberts in there too. Just great work from the fellas down low in the trenches, imploding the Gibbons O-line.
You love to see it right there. The Hawks weren't able to get the touchdown. Defense able to do their own work, get themselves a safety. You love to see it. We'll take a quick break here on WSJP. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good thing I have this. Boom.
Boom.
The Look at Ryan Sullivan go.
What do you mean? I thought I got allowed for the safety.
All right, we have a chance that this might work. And if it doesn't work, back at it here on WSJP, and we once again apologize for the lack of coverage here in this game. The internet was not going in our favor, I would say so, Dom. But we continue to broadcast here on WSJP. But now I guess you say freshman phenom, Kobe Towns, the #1 player in the class of 2029 in the state of Pennsylvania, making his junior varsity debut here for St. Joe's Prep. And he just had a completion over the middle to Najee Williams, the man with a couple offers, Penn State being included. And now here is Kobe Towns. And we've heard a lot about Kobe Towns, especially from me. I really like his game as an incoming freshman, and Dom, I'm sure you do as well. Here's second and around 4. Here's a snap from Towns. Throw near the sideline, caught by Victor Ezewuku. First down or more. Victor staying on his feet, and he's going to be dragged down out of bounds.
And look at him break that tackle. I mean, it's the physically imposing frame of Ezewuku that you really want to see fill out. Shows some strength right there, getting yards after contact.
Victor only a sophomore, and he has also picked up a couple Division I offers.
See these guys on JV really honing their game. No doubt will be ready for the varsity spotlight soon.
I couldn't agree there more, Dom. And now, first down for the Prep, and the referee is taking a timeout. Looks like there was a penalty. There's a penalty flag down on the field.
Yeah, and then you really have to think. I mean, Kobe Towns, obviously such a highly acclaimed player. Max Rogers, though, began this game. I mean, leads the Prep to a 29-0 lead.
Oh yeah, he dominated. Max Rogers was incredible. I mean, his single pass looked like it might have been completed. I don't know if I really saw an incompletion from Max, and he had a rushing touchdown as well. I'm not really sure what the problem is on the field, though, Dom. And
Yeah,
some arguments going on between the coaching staff and the officials. It looks like Coach Sugden's getting in there a little bit.
I don't really
This
know
isn't
what's
really, and Coach Brandon Sanders also arguing this isn't really a even the it just shows the passion of the St. Joe's Prep coaches. This isn't even their game, and they're still trying to fight for their guys, and that's where you just get that trust and love factor in there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Ezewuku now off the field. See if he goes back in.
Elam's still on the
Plays.
field. They had a I don't know if they had a problem with him, but he is still on the field. And now the clock going to run again, and now another timeout on the field. What is going on?
Bizarre, whatever's happening there.
What is going on? And a penalty called on the prep. I couldn't tell you what it is. And they're just moving them back.
Awfully far.
Yeah, this is like a 10 yards, 15. A 15-yard penalty. I don't know.
What?
Tom, I don't know what happened.
This is bizarre. Everything about this has been bizarre so far. But there's one thing that's been constant, and it is the St. Joe's Prep JV squad dominating.
And now first down and 25 for Kobe Towns. He escapes the pocket, trying to run out left and trying to stiff arm a man, but he is just going to be brought out of bounds a couple of yards before the line of scrimmage. Now it's going to be 2nd and 1,000,000 for the Hawks.
Yeah, Towns did his best under pressure, scanning for a man downfield. Can't quite seem to find an open wideout. See Tootle and Najee Williams out there. Both highly touted. Transfers in.
Yeah, definitely. And now trips that here on the right of Kobe Towns, and it is about 2nd and 27, I'd like to say. And now Towns takes the snap, firing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Over the head of Najee Williams. A bit of miscommunication between Towns and Williams. It's going to be 3rd and 1 mile.
Yeah. Ezewuku comes in, the big, deep threat.
And in the St. John's game, I saw Ezewuku had a bomb thrown to him by Kobe Towns up the right sideline, and now we'll see if he can do that again. Maybe just this time on the left. He's got his own side of the
He's
field.
absolutely got the height to be a receiving threat.
100%. And now trip set once again on the right.
And now see what Kobe Towns and the prep offense can cook up in what's mainly been a defensive game.
3rd and 27. Towns going deep to Ezewuku, and it is incomplete. And there's a penalty flag coming in. The ball a bit underthrown. That is going to be pass interference on Cardinal Gibbons.
Certainly is.
Maybe it will be.
Yeah, I mean, when you're defending a guy that's 6'5", like Victor Ezewuku, you have to make a business decision at some point.
Yep, pass interference on the defense. Specific defense, we should point out, not offense.
Yeah. Prep offense continuing to ratchet up the intensity and start to produce more and more. After Rogers got the offense spinning, it's Kobe Towns trying to keep everything in check here, build the Hawks' momentum. Obviously up 29-0 against a team who's been able to get nothing going. It's not too shocking if the Hawks continue their success.
And now it's going to be 3rd and long still. It's obviously pass interference is not going to be an automatic first down, though, so it's going to be around 3rd and 15 for St. Joe's Prep. There we go. Here's the pass. Towns has time, escapes. He has the ability to run, but he's going to throw it near the sideline. Dropped by Najee Williams. And the sophomore standout with multiple Division I offers. Not a great look there.
Yeah, Towns does a great job in the pocket navigating the pass rush, but he finds Williams downfield, but he's just Just unfortunate, you know, bad drop right there, hit him in both hands, but not a particularly stressing moment for the Hawks.
And now the first time for the day, the St. Joe's Prep punt team comes onto the field, but the Prep, they would have had that first down if it wasn't for the drop, but you know, the Prep almost converting on that, what was once 1st and 25.
So absolutely, it's just impressive how the Hawks didn't seem to get bogged down in the circumstances, came very close to digging themselves out of that almost unimaginable hole.
And now Colin Stoner out the punt for the Hawks. And now here is the punt. And a good punt from Stoner. It is going to bounce at the 1-yard line, but did it go in the end zone? It did. I believe, I couldn't see who that was. I think it was Logan Lindsay who kind of slid into the end zone there as he was touching the football. A bit unfortunate.
Yeah, nearly a very impressive punt from Stoner. Can't quite get downed properly, though. Saw a very good one last night from Blake Shoulder, got downed in the coffin corner against American Heritage.
That was still a really good punt, though, by Stoner.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a nice bounce, seemed to slow right at the perfect time.
And now the defense of the Hawks right back on the field, and they have not let up a point in this first half.
I mean, it's just domination, plain and simple. It's what the Hawks defense does.
First down, and here's a screen, and brought down out of bounds. And it's going to be around a 7-yard gain. That will be Mason Proctor on the tackle.
Proctor, and then Pausano gets in on it to really seal the deal. Beautiful work again from the Prep. Really in that open field tackling is where they've kind of impressed me so far this game. Not making the typical mistakes you would see from your usual junior varsity squad.
Now at all, and it's a 2-minute drill for Cardinal Gibbons. Here we go, second down and around, actually 4 it looks to be. Here's the snap, looks for another screen, and he is going to be swallowed up. Another sack there for St. Joe's Prep. Alexander Martinez, the sophomore, a sack for him, and it's going to be I thought it was going to be 3 and out, but it looks like Cardinal Gibbons is going to go for it here on 3rd down and 10, or 4th down and 10, sorry.
Very clean sack there by Martinez. Does a perfect job wrapping around the quarterback and bringing him down where there was another Hawk nipping at his ankles.
And now, the Prep, they're able to get this ball back. They will be able to get a pretty good field position actually inside the red zone if the Cardinal Gibbons doesn't gain any yards. And now, here's the snap, drop back, and he is going to be hit. Oh, man, what a hit. The pass is incomplete. Caden Stokes Chisholm knocking the helmet off. And another stop for this St. Joe's Prep defense.
The least safe place in the world for a quarterback right now may be within that Cardinal Gibbons pocket.
That blind side from Chisholm was something right there.
Explosive, knocks the helmet off. I mean, every guy in that Prep front 7 has either had a sack or had a heavy pressure on the quarterback thus far.
And now the Prep back onto the field. Now a little bit more of an opportunity. You have 1st and 25. Or wait, now it's 4th down. Did they give Cardinal Gibbons an extra down?
I have no clue. This is a very
I could have swore it said 4th down just a minute ago.
It's a JV game. Everything seems inconsistent. However, we do still have Elam Tootle back to return. Very safe punt formation here from Gibbons, trying to prevent a block. Punter, a smaller man.
And now, here is the punt, and Cardinal Gibbons able to get the punt off. Here's Elam Tootle. And Elam, a good punt return from him. A couple men to beat. Elam Tootle into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Joe's Prep.
It feels like the second he caught.
A penalty, though, down. This might could be coming back.
It was thrown after the play, it appeared.
So, let's see if it... And I think this will remain a touchdown.
I mean, Tootle, the second he cut out to his left, it just seemed like he was gone. Nobody was catching him. He has that sort of breakaway speed that punishes defenses and special teams for letting him get into open space. Great burst, just immediately off the return, turns the corner, easy score at the left pylon.
Elam saying it's a touchdown, but we'll see what the officials say. Personal foul on the prep. Was it after the play is the question. It looks like it is. So the prep just might be moving back. We'll see if they want it. So the touchdown, yeah, remains. But we'll see if this is enforced on the kickoff or if it'll be enforced on the extra point. I assume on the kickoff is what it looks to be. And now Colin Stoner out to kick the extra point to make this, try to make this 36 to nothing. Colin Stoner perfect on his extra points, though. I don't want to jinx him. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. 36 to nothing. St. Joe's Prep with 43 seconds remaining.
Just consistency on all levels of the game from this junior varsity squad. The offense is clicking regardless of who's under center. The defense, the pressure is great, and anytime the pressure hasn't gotten there, the secondary and the linebackers in coverage have stepped up. And obviously the special teams, Colin Stoner, done a great job so far on the kickoffs and extra points. And the special teams with the punt block earlier, it's just all facets of the game. This JV squad is very well-rounded.
I would 100% agree with you, Dom. There's just so much talent on every side of the ball. I mean, you got Najee Williams, Victor Ezewuku is I'd say the most notable guys, and Kobe Towns being I wouldn't even say a close third. He probably is right on the level of those guys. And then Caden Stokes Chisholm as well. I mean, he has made I don't know if I'd say lots of improvements, I guess I would say, from his freshman year, but he has just been absolutely dominating in the backfield.
Absolutely. It's just such a high caliber squad you have at the prep when there's multiple Division I offered guys on your JV squad.
Right. And even the newcomer, Mason Proctor, has looked really good in the secondary.
Absolutely. Proctor's made himself known on impactful plays. He's gotten some nice tackles so far in the field.
Yeah, I mean, just incredible from all around from the prep. Cardinal Gibbons here, maybe with their best opportunity to get a good kickoff, as they have been successful on kickoff returns in this game. Obviously, the personal foul enforcing on the kickoff.
You will see Gibbons certainly hoping for continued success on the kickoff returns. Maybe we'll bring them into prep territory again, although the last time they were there, squandered it with a 3-and-out.
Yeah, we'll see if the prep can try and hold Cardinal Gibbons. I'm sure they would love to go into halftime with a shutout in the first half. And now a nice kick from Stoner to the 15-yard line. And we'll see if the prep can make the tackle, and they're kind of driving him out of bounds. Logan Lizzie, nice hit, but man, staying on his feet, and now he's out of bounds. And the prep doing good there on that kickoff.
I thought that was a great boot by Stoner. I mean, made the man backpedal a solid 10 yards right there. I mean, good kickoff, really kind of minimizes the effects of that personal foul. And now, 31 seconds left, Cardinal Gibbons offense coming back out here for one last try to punch it in the first half.
Don't be looking at anyone's phone. It's like a... Oh, that's what I do. That is a faux pas. There's a thing you can play. Yeah, it's a...
And now,
Yeah.
First down for Cardinal Gibbons with 31 seconds remaining.
It's a private, called a privacy.
Gibbons needs just about anything to go their way right now.
See if they can get anything going here with 31 seconds remaining. The Preps defense has been absolutely incredible today.
Yeah.
And now, first down and 10. Here's a run. Caden Stokes Chisholm. G-Manee, what a hit.
The same exact time as the handoff, instantly in the backfield, instantly crushing the running back. Pure dominance. It's just a mallet to the head of this
Second and
Cardinal
15.
Gibbons
And
squad
I think
every
Cardinal
time.
Gibbons will let this go. They're
I would
Yeah.
let it go too.
Yeah, they're just going to let this go to halftime. St. Joe's Prep leading 36-0 as we go into the halftime break. Absolute dominance from the Prep. Dom, give me a little bit of a recap in this first half. What have you seen?
I mean, obviously, the initial pick from Hamilton, the punt block touchdown, the safety, the dominating performances of Stokes Chisholm, Roberts, Brown, many others on the inside area, just over and over, demoralizing this Cardinal Gibbons team, which seems deflated as they exit the field and head to the locker room. And then the offense, both Rogers and Towns leading a very impressive unit, headlined by the D1 offered very talented receivers, the types of guys you don't normally expect to see on junior varsity.
Right.
Everything is coming up for the Hawks this game,
Right.
and I expect it to continue in the second half.
I agree. We'll go to a break here for halftime. We will be back for the second half. Make sure to stay tuned for WSJP in the second half. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WSJP coverage, second half coverage, that being of St. Joseph's Prep versus Cardinal Gibbons, where the Hawks have taken a 36-0 lead as we head into the third quarter. Dom, it has been absolute domination from the Hawks so far.
Yeah, seems like the Hawks JV squad is on track to cruise to a victory here down in Fort Lauderdale. Just complete game being played from every member of this prep squad. JV really showing out and showing how they're the future of this program.
But I think we should bring up how, varsity was up, what was it, 28 points at halftime, 21 points at halftime, and they didn't end up winning that game. So there can be a comeback possibly from Cardinal Gibbons, but here comes Jacoby Martin on the return, the freshman with a Syracuse offer, past one man, and now he has got one man to beat, and he is still in bounds. Jacoby Martin actually steps out of bounds. He was so close to getting in the end zone.
Just nearly pulls off an incredible tightrope act. You see the kicker for American Heritage, what am I
still on that
talking
game, aren't we?
For Cardinal Gibbons, a rather small player, but, when you toss your whole humanity at Jacoby Martin, he's still going to move a little bit.
Yeah, Jacoby Martin, obviously a freshman, didn't get – we thought he possibly could have gotten some reps on varsity yesterday, but he did not. Now he's playing in this JV game where he is just showing out and showing there is a reason he is a Syracuse offer as just a freshman.
Martin, just a physical freak, very athletic. I counseled him at Prep U.
Oh, wow.
Watching Jacoby Martin play basketball is a terrifying experience if you are on the other team.
G-Mini, and now Kobe Towns handing it off to Najee Williams in the backfield. Williams with a first down and more. Najee Williams staying on his feet. And another first down for the Hawks.
And you see the Gibbons players tugging on his jersey. It just doesn't matter. Najee digs in and just keeps pushing forward. It's exactly what you need to do.
And Najee Williams, typically a receiver. That's what he's listed as, and that's what he has a couple of offers for. But now getting some reps at running back. We did see Messiah Acree get some carries at running back in the St. John's scrimmage. So the Prep kind of testing out the waters here with some of their personnel.
Exactly. When you're up 36-0 in a JV game, I don't think you could find a better scenario to try and experiment in.
No, you're not wrong about that at all there, Dom. And now, 1st and 10. Once again, Najee Williams still in the backfield there with Kobe Towns. And another handoff to Najee, and another first down for Najee Williams and more. Najee Williams staying on his feet. Najee Williams into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Joe's Prep.
Najee Williams just walks right down Broadway. Incredible hole opened up by the JV big men on that O-line, and he just cruises in, breaks a tackle through contact. Easy work for the JV star.
And Najee Williams, a reason that he also has a couple Division I offers, making his name known, and it is over 35 points, so there is a running clock here. And the Prep just continuing to pour it on.
Absolutely. Have to play to win here, not play to not lose. Really just find a way to get everyone involved and make sure in this blowout that there's crucial development happening as Colin Stoner splits the uprights.
And you're right there, Dom. Colin Stoner making it 43-0 St. Joe's Prep, and this one is getting ugly. Dom Campanaro trying to keep the score going. It's 43, Dom. Come on now.
Come on. The beautiful scoreboard here at Cardinal Gibbons.
Shout out to our cameraman. Dom doing actually a really great job on the camera, wouldn't you say? Yeah.
Dom Camp, incredible cameraman.
Now we do have some D1 cameraman. We got Anthony Correa, got Big Mike Torres.
Absolutely, Big Mike. He just shows up for the camera. He does it every time. He's
a
great guy.
Incredible guy. Big Mike, my lab partner last year, actually. We had some fun with those labs.
Yeah. This is honestly a great setup here at Cardinal Gibbons.
Oh, yeah, great press box.
A cool press box. A roof, which is probably very fun for cooler days.
Yes. We were up there to begin it, and it was not the greatest way to start the broadcast. And we do apologize for that once again. I want to express that, the technical difficulties were mounting on us, so we had to move our location. So you didn't get to see the first half of the game, but we hope that you can.
Well, hey, now you're getting a
second half.
Now you have a scoreboard, clear video, audio.
Yeah, not much better.
Yep.
WSJP always figures it out.
At least we tried to.
At least we try. You are right about that. And now Stoner out there for the kickoff once again. And Cardinal Gibbons going to get the ball for the first time in this third quarter. Prep. Once again, making that clock run. And now there is the kick. And here it is. Cardinal Gibbons has been good on kick returns today, one of the few things. And now the ball is out, and it is recovered by Finbar Lampkin. And another turnover that goes in favor of the Hawks.
Popped out and just immediately sent into the hands of the Hawks. Finn Lampkin, what a guy. Right place, right time, right player.
I don't even think he expected it. I mean, he just got to put his hands up and
Put
the
it
ball
right in the bread basket.
and the ball was right in his hands. So you hit it right on the nose there, down right place, right time. And the Preps offense, I don't think they expected to go right back out on the field, but they are going back out there now.
100%. Special teams is really where the margins of games get made up. I mean, the punt blocks, the fumbles forced on these kickoffs. It's something the Prep often tends to excel in, and it starts here at the JV level.
Right. There is no doubt about that in my mind, Dom. And now another first down. The Prep at the 32-yard line of Cardinal Gibbons. And we're just almost halfway done this third quarter. Here's a handoff to Najee Williams. Najee with a big hole, and he slips up a little bit, gets the first down, and he's going to be brought down inside the red zone. Another first down for the Hawks.
Takes about half of the Cardinal Gibbons defense in order to truly bring him down. Williams, once he gets ahead of steam, showing himself to be a force out of that backfield, although it's not typical for him.
I mean, you're telling me this dude's a sophomore, and he is absolutely dominating out here. And a timeout on the field. It might be a water break. It is very hot out here. I didn't see any of the coaches call a timeout, but maybe just couldn't see it clearly. But another first down for the Hawks. And Dom, I mean, you can't. I guess can't really have. You sometimes have backups to the backups, but that's really only on varsity. You just got to keep going with the guys you have out there.
Exactly. Just keep plunging forward, and don't ever take it less seriously. I mean, experimenting with Williams in the backfield is nice. It's unorthodox, but it's still a serious attempt to produce winning football.
Yeah.
Williams is clearly proving himself capable in that backfield role. It's very interesting to see this sort of experimentation, but also it's beneficial in the long run for the team to figure out the best ways to utilize the talent that they have.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. And you know, you want to keep getting the guys the ball. Obviously, this is JV. You want to get everybody a couple of reps. And, I mean, this is just absolute domination. And now another first down here for the Hawks. Kobe Townsend company. Once again, Najee Williams in the backfield with him. And it's good to see Najee get some reps at running back. Haven't typically seen him there. Also plays defensive back, can do it. And Kobe Towns now throw near the sideline, caught by Jacoby Martin, and he is going to be swung down. It'll be around 2nd and 8.
Towns throws it out wide there to the left side of Martin, the side without the DB. Good job throwing it back there.
I'm sorry, 2nd and 2. I apologize for that.
2nd and 2. Jacoby Martin and Towns, really two of the premier freshmen on this Hawks team, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, I mean I mean those are two that when I would put out the graphic for the varsity or for the incoming freshmen that I thought were going to be standouts, Kobe Towns and Jacoby Martin were on that graphic. Kobe Towns, I would say, leading that this class obviously is the #1 freshman in the class of 2029 in the state of Pennsylvania according to PA Red Zone. And now 2nd and 2, and the ball is out. Najee Williams recovers, and the ball is out again. And it looks like Towns fell on it, but there is still some confusion going on. The officials running in.
Wrestling for it.
Both teams saying they have it, and it looks like the Prep came up with it. Or maybe not, actually, as Najee's going to the sideline.
No, it's just Najee.
It's just Najee, yeah. So, yeah, recovered by the Prep, but it is going to be 3rd down and around 13.
Botched handoff right there. Williams picks it up, but isn't able to get a full grip on it before it's punched out again. Really impressive tenacity by Towns, though, sticking with the play, making the third effort to recover the ball. A third and long here is certainly manageable,
100%.
especially with how this game has been going and the talent that Towns is surrounded with.
Right. I would definitely concur with that. And now Towns surrounded by a lot of talent. Logan Lindsay taking some reps at running back. When I played freshman ball with him, he took some reps at running back and linebacker. Going to do so here. And now it's 3rd and 13. Here comes the blitz. Towns near the sideline, caught by Jacoby Martin, and he's going to be brought down immediately. It is now 4th down and 10.
Impressive open field tackle on Martin by the Gibbons defensive back, but I really like what I'm seeing out of Towns so far today. I think he's progressing and making his throws accurately.
It's actually going to be around 4th down and 12. But, yeah, I think Kobe Towns has played really well. Jacoby Martin, I mean, playing very well. But you got to give credit to Cardinal Gibbons. They haven't really brought him down all day, but they're able to make a couple of tackles on him.
Yeah, been a lack of pressure on the prep quarterbacks, but the tackling, honestly, hasn't been that bad.
No, not at all. And now 4th down and around 12 for the prep. See if they can keep the drive going. They'd have to get to around the 8-yard line. And now here's Kobe Towns going to the end zone for Jacoby Martin. It's over his head, incomplete.
Yeah, Martin, unfortunately, doesn't quite have the largest catch radius yet, and that's a bit soared by Kobe Towns. Not an awful throw at all, but just a bit out of range of the kid, Jacoby Martin, still growing into his size.
Right, and yeah, you can't expect that. It was an over-the-shoulder ball, and yeah, Jacoby Martin, while still a freshman, he's not Victor, as we know.
Certainly not Victor Azaluka.
Yeah, certainly. There's not many people like him, but yeah, now the prep just trying to continue the shutout as we are moving into the closing stages of the 3rd quarter. And now here it is, 1st down for Cardinal Gibbons. High snap, screen pass just about in front of him. And now a nice cutback. And now what a slam there from C.J. Pisano, the linebacker. And that is going to be, I suppose, 2nd down. They're not moving the chains.
No, it'll be about 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3 here.
And now, yeah, 2nd and 3, you are right, Dom. As we're just under a minute remaining in this 3rd quarter. Here's another screen pass, and the screen seems to be working. And Finbar Lampkin, nice tackle, but it looks like Cardinal Gibbons will be moving the chains. Yes, they will.
Good open field tackle by Lampkin there. Just now we want to see, the open field that Gibbons is trying to put their receivers into through these bubble screens, these quick throws to the flats. Give their athletes a chance to make something happen. It's not an unreasonable approach to take.
I would 100% agree with that, Dom. And now 1st and 10 for Cardinal Gibbons with just 20 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. About to put the 4s up. If you are St. Joe's Prep, we know that's one of their key things they do. Obviously, 3rd down is money down. High snap, pass over the middle, almost intercepted by the defensive back, Tyjon Hamilton, the
Had
sophomore.
one earlier.
Yeah, had one earlier, and that will take us to the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up, Dom. 4s up indeed. Coach Chuck behind us. And now we go to the 4th quarter here on WSJP. We'll come back with 2nd and 10. We will take a break on WSJP. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. now we are back here on WSJP for the fourth quarter action and a false start to start this fourth quarter for Cardinal Gibbons. It'll be second and 15 as we begin the fourth quarter. Just absolute domination from St. Joe's Prep.
100%.
And now here's a screen pass caught. And now the pursuit on from St. Joe's Prep, but a good play from Cardinal Gibbons. About 10 yards there on the reception. It's now going to be third down, and now it's money down.
Group of Hawks led by Salim Johnson finally managed to wrangle in the Cardinal Gibbons wideout. And now you just see third and short here, just over 4 yards. Cardinal Gibbons needing to produce just about anything. I mean, you really just want to get on the scoreboard at this point in the game.
Right.
Have some sort of positive to point to.
I would agree with that, Dom. And now here it is, third down. Another screen pass from Cardinal Gibbons, and that is going to be a first down.
Feels like that's just always what's happening, just constant screen passes. Because quite frankly, I think, based off what you've seen so far this game, if you are the Cardinal Gibbons coaching staff, you cannot trust your offensive line to hold up long enough.
I agree.
To let your quarterback develop anything.
I agree. Just got to get the ball off quickly.
It's very hard to progress when someone like Ken Stokes Chisholm is just right in there immediately.
Stokes Chisholm has just been he's been dominating. I don't even think he's in the game. I think they have put him on the sideline.
You see Traven Roberts on the sideline as well.
And a low snap handoff here, and almost swallowed up in the backfield. Pursuit on for the Prep, and what a swing down there. That coming from Joseph McCulley, the defensive back, and no regard for human life there.
Just whips the back right into the ground after he manages to bounce off an initial tackle in the backfield. Pretty impressive at first, but gets wrangled in rather quickly.
Be second and around 14 for Cardinal Gibbons. And almost had a tackle in the backfield. Maybe it was Stokes Chisholm. Actually, Stokes Chisholm is in the game still. He might secure our post-game interview, honestly.
It's not ridiculous. Not ridiculous to say.
And Max Rogers. I don't know. And a jet sweep penalty flag down. I think this is going to be a false start. And
honestly, if I was...
Actually, it might have been illegal for me. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It'll still go back 5, though.
Second and 19.
Honestly, I mean, I would understand the false starts from the Cardinal Gibbons. A line, quite frankly, you want to get back there in advance because clearly they're not getting back fast enough and into position before the Prep D line pounces upon the backfield.
Yeah, Caden Stokes Chisholm just dominating back there. I don't even know if the Cardinal Gibbons wants to try and even run the ball again. Motion, though. And now here's a jet sweep and getting through that C gap, and a good run from Cardinal Gibbons almost gets all the yards back. It'll be around 3rd and 12.
Yeah. There's really no room in this game plan for the Chiefs to pound it up the middle with any sort of strength. I mean, as you see, it's typically only 1 in the backfield and then 4 wide. It's just constant attempts at finding sorts of ways to, like, trick the defense into giving up open space, whether it's these bubble screens, the short check downs, or as you see there, the motion into the handoff.
And right on the nose there, Dom, as this clock continues to run. Just under 8 minutes remaining now in this game. And if you're the Prep, all of us were leaving today. I think this JV squad gets out of here at around 7:30, flying back to Philly. We leave at around 10 p.m. So you get this win and get out of here. And now here's a pass over the middle, caught. Joseph McCulley driving the receiver out of bounds. Yeah. And it'll be 4th down, and I want to say around 9.
McCulley can't quite get him down, but he shoves him out of bounds. Great work from him on that drive, especially 2 big tackles to give the Hawks offense another possession.
And now the punt team on for Cardinal Gibbons. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that they put the punt team on. You're down 43. You don't really have much to lose.
Yeah, just at that point, I feel like you just want to give the offense more reps.
I would agree with that, but maybe they want to give their defense more reps. I'm not sure, but the defense has pretty much been on the field all day. So I don't really understand this decision, but I'm not going to question the coaches of Cardinal Gibbons.
Well, they are down 43-0.
Well, okay, fair enough. I won't criticize what you just said either. And a bad snap, and this one will barely get away. Fair catch called by Liam Tootle, who muffs it, and the prep come
Recovers
up with it.
Tootle probably just got knocked out of his rhythm right there by the fumbled punt. It was actually a pretty solid punt. Hit Tootle right below the numbers on his jersey. But he manages to recover it. And Kobe Towns and his guys will trot back out there, try and extend this lead into the 50s. Not something you see every day.
Yeah, not something you see every day at all. And I think we would be terrible presidents, Dom, if we didn't mention that our own Matteo Villari on the sideline, not playing in today's game. He told us that, he's going to try and play in the next JV game. So hopefully we can get out to another JV game and commentate on one of our own.
Absolutely. It's important to really focus on the future of prep football.
100%.
And these guys on JV, that's exactly who they are. Villari would be occupying a pretty prominent linebacker spot if he wasn't injured today. And it's unfortunate, but, he's going to come back better. That's the type of guy he is.
100%, and we feel for Villari with his injury right now, but
Great basketball commentator, too.
great basketball commentator, one of the best we have in WSJP, but I'd say everybody's great in WSJP. That's why make sure you subscribe here, like the stream, and go follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram and X at SJP Broadcasting, to stay up to date with all the coverage here on WSJP. And if you didn't look at our if you haven't looked at our graphic earlier for the quarters, at the end of the quarters, you would know that our next couple of games coming next Friday, soccer debuts their season against Council Rock North High School, and then on Saturday a football game versus the Math. Another one of those out-of-league games for St. Joe's Prep, and then next Wednesday, St. Joe's Prep with their PCL debut in soccer against Devon Prep. And now under 5 minutes remaining. Kobe Towns with the pass. This one near the sideline, caught again, I believe. That is actually not Jacoby Martin, but it will be about a 5-yard gain there. And
Liam O'Malley.
Liam O'Malley.
What a dog. I was talking with him and Villari earlier.
And now Liam O'Malley with the catch. Oh, near the sideline. It'll be around 2nd and 5. Actually, 2nd and 4. I apologize for that.
Three out wide for Towns.
3 out wide for Towns.
Extra blocker in the backfield.
Najee Williams in the backfield. Also an H-back back there. And now 2nd and 4 for Kobe Towns and company. Here's a throw. This one near the sideline. Caught. Victor Ezewuku makes a move and makes a man miss. Victor Ezewuku! He makes everyone miss, and it looks like he will go all the way. Touchdown, St. Joe's Prep.
Just shrugs off the two defensive backs effortlessly, and just slender, but it doesn't matter. He has the weight behind that height now. He's starting to build it up, trots down the sideline in beautiful fashion. It's what he does.
Dom, what would you do if you were a 6'5" sophomore?
Ask for a lot of fade routes.
That is true. A 6'5" sophomore with multiple Division I offers. Penn State, Cincinnati, UMass, just to name a few. And St. Joe's Prep up by 49.
Cincinnati, of course, where prep football legend Samaj Jones
Oh,
attends.
yeah, that is true. Cincinnati football legend Samaj Jones. He is hopefully having a great time out there at college. Hope to see him on the field very soon.
As Colin Stoner gets ready to continue his perfect record thus far.
And he does.
Great work.
50 for the Hawks.
Big 5-0.
And the clock continuing to run. And now St. Joe's Prep. I would say this is probably going to be their final kickoff of the day, right, Dom?
Yeah, running clock under 3 minutes. It's not ridiculous. Not ridiculous to say that at all.
Yeah, as the clock continues to move.
Clock just keeps ticking, and, I mean, if you were to highlight some special performers from this game, And no, you can't just say the whole team,
No, yeah, no.
because it has just been a dominating whole round performance. Now, if you would pick a player from offense and defense to really put the spotlight on, who would you choose?
Defensively, Caden Stokes Chisholm, 100%. Offensively, I mean, Victor and Jacoby, I would say. I mean, both of them with a couple of touchdowns. I mean, Jacoby won on special teams, though. I believe he had a punt return touchdown, if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong about that. But Victor, a couple touchdowns himself. I mean, you know, he obviously is trying to work his way up with JV. You know, he's obviously newer to the program, so you want to start him out on that level. But, I mean, those guys are playing incredible. Even the O-line, I mean, they've given Kobe Towns and Max Rogers excellent protection today. So I would say most of the guys there.
I just think, honestly, if I were to highlight people on both the offensive and defensive side, it would probably be pairs. Towns and Rogers as the prep quarterback, both of whom have excelled in their split playing time. Towns proving why he's worth all the hype and the acclaim he gets, backs it up with his actions on the field, and Rogers, obviously the starter for today's game, really excelling. And then if I were to look on the defensive side of the ball, I would really like to highlight Mason Proctor and Tajon Hamilton.
Yeah.
Two guys who have made consistent plays, breaking up passes. Hamilton with an interception, making tackles. They've both been crucial to the success of this Hawks secondary, which has allowed nothing so far.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody has done really well. I mean, you're also, you know, you're looking at Aiden Vernon out there. He's gotten in the backfield a lot of times. Just so much talent on both sides of the ball. And pass on first down, fake, and this pass almost jumped and intercepted by Massimo La Rosa.
What a guy.
And Massimo hype out there within the final minute.
No fly zone.
No fly zone with Massimo. And now almost under 30 seconds remaining, and this might be one of the last few plays to end this trip down to Florida. St. Joe's Prep going to go 1-1 in their respective games. Varsity, unfortunately, coming away with no win yesterday. JV, though, with dominance. And here's a nice run for Cardinal Gibbons. Something to hang your head high on. And this is a great run. Finbar Lampkin trying to bring the man down. And this one pushed out of bounds. And that one by Thaddeus Gill. And that will do it. A shutout for St. Joe's Prep. This one ends 50-0. And that is something to look at with a lot of high hopes for these JV guys as you head home at 7:30 tonight.
Yeah. Cardinal Gibbons, you see a bit of excitement on their sideline. Finally managed to break something at the very end, but great pursuit by Thaddeus Gill, showing off his speed and stamina.
Right, 100%, and making sure that was a shutout. And the Prep, once again, winning 50-0 over Cardinal Gibbons. And what a game it was. And that will do it here on WSJP. And for myself, Ryan Sullivan, and my color commentator, Dom Schulk, and our cameraman, Dom Campanaro, and of course our moderator, Mr. Abington, we'd like to thank Cardinal Gibbons for allowing us to use the practice facility and also giving them an opportunity to give our JV guys a chance to play down here in Florida. Also like to thank St. Joe's Prep Football for letting WSJP come down with them for this amazing trip. Obviously had a lot of support on yesterday's stream. We'd like to thank you all for that. We will see you back in Pennsylvania in just a couple of days.